there, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another grocery haul video. This is going to be our second last grocery video for June. June actually has 5 shopping weeks in it for us, so this is number 4, and this month we are doing a clean out the freezer challenge. I'm trying to use up all of the markdown specials that we've already purchased in earlier months this year, and using up all of the things that we already have. Also trying to get in there and deep clean that freezer. Fortunately, it's not going so well for us. If you don't follow along on Instagram, here's a quick little recap of what happened last week after I went grocery shopping. I don't know exactly how many pizzas we've picked up here. We've got 3 prosciutto and rocket. They were $1.30 each. We've got, what's that, 6 chicken and sweet potato for $1.30 each. And these pizzas are actually really nice. They're normally about $6 or $7 each. So those ones we've picked up for $1.30. And then we've also picked up a stack of margarita, which I'm guessing is another 6 there. They were down to 90 cents each. And I like these because they create a really easy base just to build pizzas from. And you know, you can't pick up pizza bases that cheap, let alone entire pizzas. And we have 2 pepperoni pizzas down here for 90 cents. So that's 6, 12, 15, 18 pizzas. Plus, while we were there, this is a 3-litre milk, and that was $1.65. It has tomorrow's date on it, but we find that it tends to be all right for a day or 2 afterwards, and we go through a ton of milk. So we're going to use that up tomorrow and the day after. So again, that's a nice, really cheap buy. And the great thing is that the milk that I bought from Aldi the other day has quite a long date on it, and I can just chuck that in the freezer. Well, maybe if there was any room left after I put in all these pizzas. But yeah, I think we have pizza night covered for the next 6 months. I don't know. What do you guys reckon? So as you can see, not doing too well when it comes to not buying any stickers. I have been avoiding buying any more meat to put in the freezer, and we have been using up all of those things that we already have. But pizzas got me, and I did pick up some more marked down bread today because it was half price. And I know that these are things that we are going to use. So it's good for the wallet, getting in front, buying things that we do use all the time when they're half priced, but not so well for the old clean out the freezer challenge. Anyways, I'm going to show you what we picked up today. I did go to all 3 supermarkets today, so Aldi, Woolworths and Coles. Wasn't super happy with the produce at Aldi today. There wasn't a lot there, and what was there just didn't look great. So sometimes it is a little bit of hit and miss, which is another reason why I do like to buy in bulk or a slightly larger quantity of those fresh and seasonal vegetables when I see them at a good price, and get them into the freezer, because then I know that I've got them there to use them later on when they either aren't a very good price, they're not a good buy, or when the stock at the supermarket just doesn't look great, which is pretty much what happened at Aldi today. So today's shop was quite a small one. The total across all 3 supermarkets was only $69.20, which is great. We still have quite a few dollars left in our grocery envelope for the month of June, and any leftover cash at the end of the month is going to go into our savings, which is awesome. But what you're going to see here today is not enough food to feed a family of 5 for a week. We will be using the things that we already have in our fridge, freezer and our pantry. This is to supplement, but let's turn this around and have a look at what we picked up today for just under $70. Alright, I picked up the milk from Aldi. It is ever so slightly cheaper there by about 1 cent. I've picked up 2 3-litre containers of milk. We have sort of cut back on the amount of milk that we've been using, which is good. So I'm hoping that the 6 litres is going to see us through. I normally pick up 3. We use almost 9 litres a week, but we'll see how we go this week. For breakfast cereals, I have picked up another box of Wheat Bix. We're just going to use that, and anything left in the pantry, we're just going to try and use up all of those things and really eat down the supply of things that we have on hand already. For the pantry, I did pick up some more white vinegar because that is just about out, and I picked up another lot of sour cream to have in the fridge. We will be doing a few dishes this week that will have some sour cream in it, but I did do a big batch of soups, and I like to put a little bit of sour cream as a topper on those. So I have picked up some more sour cream for a few of those dishes. Also picked up some more eggs, so once all of the breakfast cereal is done, we will be able to have eggs or French toast or pancakes or something like that for breakfast, but do quite like to do an egg wrap for breakfast. So we have picked up some more wraps from Aldi. I do find that Aldi's wraps are quite nice and they are a very good price. I also picked up the cheese, which I normally pick up from Aldi. I did pick it up from Coles today. It is a little bit more expensive at Coles. This is $8 for a 1 kilo block of cheese. It's $7.70 at Aldi, but Aldi is tasty. This is cheddar, changing things up for a little bit, and also I forgot to get it while I was in Aldi. I also grabbed some rye bread to put in the freezer as well. We don't use a lot of rye bread, but I will have a little bit on hand just in case we want to do some smashed Ave or something like that in the future. That's going to go into the freezer. Alright, at Coles today I did pick up a lot of marked down bread, and again, this is a lot more than what we need in a week, but when it is half price and you have the room to store it, makes sense to grab it while you can. The other thing that was a good buy at Coles today was the capsicums. All colours were $4 a kilo, so I bought 2 of each. I am going to use some of them in this week's meal plan, but the rest of them I will dice up and pop in the freezer for future meals. Coles also had quite a good price on the broccoli. That was $3 a kilo, and that was almost $2 cheaper than it was at Aldi. Also picked up the potatoes from Coles. They were $4 for the 2 kilo bag, where at Aldi it was $5. So saving a couple of dollars there by popping over to Coles. For fruit this week, I have grabbed some grapes. They were $2.50 a kilo. These ones came from Woolies because they were the nicest looking. The other 2 supermarkets did have them for the same price, but the ones at Aldi just didn't look nice. A lot of them were squashed, and yeah, just wasn't very nice. And the other thing I picked up from Woolies was this small packet of apples that was down to $2. We do have a few apples left over, so this little packet will just sort of see us out for the rest of the week. And I think that there are some oranges growing on Mum's orange tree, which is a little bit exciting. Also picked up a couple of zucchinis from Woolworths. They were $4.90 a kilo. So I've got 2 there. There was about $2 in zucchinis, but I'm going to do some breakfast muffins that are going to be full of veggies like carrot and zucchini and corn and things like that. So I will be using those for breakfasts as well, and some snacks. What else did I pick up from? This is from Coles. Don't normally buy a lot of chilies, mainly because of the price, but these were down to 60 cents. I'm going to dice them up, pop them in the freezer, and we will have chilies to put in our next Mexican-ish type dish, which will probably be a chili con carne or something like that. Also picked up some household items, some personal items that is part of this shop today. So the Dove conditioner, which I quite like, was half price, so that was $5 something. So I picked up a big one of those. We also needed some cotton buds and some ibuprofen tablets. But that makes up this week's shop. So $69.20. I think I've covered everything that I've got there across the 3 supermarkets, just looking for the best price on everything and just trying to get the best deal. So one of the things that I should point out is that we do have access to all 3 major supermarkets here in Australia, Aldi, Woolworths and Coles, and they're all within 1 block of each other. So it is quite easy for me to be able to compare the supermarkets. Generally speaking, what I do before I go to the supermarket is I will actually check the online specials. I'll have a look at the catalogues and I will see the best price on the seasonal fruit and veg and any lost leaders that the 2 big supermarkets have got, and I will compare them to the prices at Aldi. So I typically go to Aldi first and see if Aldi has a better price, and then if not, I will go to the other 2 supermarkets. And while I'm at the other 2 supermarkets, if I do pop in, I'm going to have a look for any marked down meat or fresh produce that I know that I can freeze quite easily and that I will use in the future. So that's pretty much my shopping game. That's how we try to get the best price on everything. It doesn't always work, but a lot of the time we are able to pick up those specials. Like you can see that bread it's just a fluke. It's just being at the right place at the right time, but also having the flexibility of being able to shop all 3 of the supermarkets that we have because they're so close to each other. Oh, and don't forget, if you did find today's video useful, if you enjoyed it, if you could please give it a thumbs up and to let me know. I will keep doing videos like this just to show you what we are picking up and how we are spending our grocery allocation, which is $600 a month for our family of 5, just so you can see what we're picking up. I'm also doing meal planning and cooking videos as well, so you can catch them throughout the week where I'll show you guys what we're cooking up, how we're using the things that we pick up, the meals that we're having. So you can sort of see how, even though this isn't all of the food that we need to feed our family for a week, a lot of these things will carry over week to week, and you can see how we're pulling it all together and making it all work. Don't forget, you can always go and check out our complete meal plan over on the blog where I list out all of our meals for the week coming, what we're going to do for breakfast, lunch and dinner. And if you enjoyed this, if you would subscribe, I would really appreciate that as well.